coolly talking and pretending like nothing's happening is classic.
Yeah, he's already having a conversation.
It's like, oh yeah,
with his
hey guys.
co-host as it starts.
Hi, I didn't see you there.
I'm shot out of a cannon already this morning. You can't say you yourself are shot out of a cannon. You can't do that.
It's like giving yourself a nickname.
Yeah. Well, I am probably the only individual on the internet who was able to successfully give themselves a nickname and it stick. And not have been a YouTube creator.
Well, you did have a lot of walk-on support.
Yes. Yeah. People backing you up.
Right.
See that? Yes, that's the other thing. It's like
10 people right away being like, yeah, that's his name, Stone Fox.
Yes, it's like putting a political party together. You can name it, but it doesn't work unless everyone believes in it. Welcome to American Death Camp, everybody. Stone Fox Detroit, King Tanner. Let's do some news.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Because people liked this when we were with Butch in the last episode. So we did some news straight up. There was a little bit of video, but they liked the headlines. So we're going to expand on the headlines a little bit.
The fact that everyone's running with the "is he a hero" thing, even AP, is hilarious.
Oh yeah, Luigi Mangione. Obviously, you've heard. He killed Franz Ferdinand. He's starting the World War.
Wait, what is?
That's how everyone's acting, at least.
I want to play the song by his dad.
Yeah.
His father.
There we go. Yes, Chuck Mangione. Yes. If you guys didn't know, his father, Chuck, established artist. Okay. You may have seen him in King of the Hill.
Yeah.
If you remember that, classic.
Disrespecting the Mangione.
Yes,
name.
of course. Yes. In an unpopular opinion, we do believe that he's disgracing the Mangione name.
I hate to say it, but
okay,
the best Mangiones are Canadian.
Yes. I do believe Chuck Mangione famously once said, "We do not believe in lone wolf attacks if there is not call to revolution in the society at the time." I believe that was Mangione that said that.
Everyone seems to be weirdly on board with lone wolf terrorism right now.
Yes, I can almost taste the bloodthirst in the air. People's moms are buying 3D printers across the country right now, okay? You need to check in on your aunts, okay? Please, your cousins, your female cousins.
I'll tell you
all the matriarchs in your life, you need to start checking their Amazon wish list.
It changed the trajectory of what I was ordering for Christmas.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to seem like a freak. Let me just get some oil paint.
Yeah, people wanted to buy printers to get
3D printers
to make. Well, people want to make their own Funko Pops, own giant Lego figures.
Make jewelry with it.
Yes, and now you're gonna end up on an FBI watch list if you buy 3D printers.
I would hate. I'd hate to get moved further up the list.
Show that other. I've got another article here about his 3D printer gun.
The ghost.
I want people
gun.
to see this. The ghost gun. Yeah, that's what they call it. And it sucks that they give it a cool name.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want this to stop happening, you got to not call it something cool.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants something called a ghost gun.
Dude,
Even Ghostbusters don't have a ghost gun. I do like the purple. That is the one thing that I think is the most innovative about illegally printing 3D weapons is that you can color them whatever you want.
So, a week ago it was a veterinary pistol.
Yes. Oh my God.
So this does explain why it was freezing up though, because in that video, and I haven't watched a video of a man being killed intentionally in a very long time.
I will say that the plastics can cause an issue with heating up, or you fire it for real for once. Maybe he's never used it before. He could have made another one. I'm just speculating, obviously, but because of that plastic frame, I don't think it's made to withstand longevity. Because that is that's just way cheaper. So, and he probably didn't spend that much money to make that frame.
No. So, that's less than $13 in plastic.
I will say, hey, at least he bought the optic, and he didn't cheap out on anything else. I don't think so.
Well, that's the
free men don't ask.
That's the other thing. I don't know when, but when I was growing up, you could make a gun in your garage, and it was completely legal. And you didn't have to register it, you didn't have to do anything. And now I'm finding out there's a lot of laws against forged weaponry.
Yeah. Even putting on a little thing that's a handle on the end of a handgun like this, you're a felon. Yeah. You go to prison for that.
No, that's the weird thing about skirts and handles is just always make them shorter.
Yeah.
Don't know why, but that usually makes it legal.
Making it more ergonomic and compact means you're more of a criminal.
So what's weird though, except with the case of sawed-off shotguns, where if you put a hip fire skirt on it, the barrel can be very short.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I believe you don't have to follow that shotgun regulation at all. It goes to rifle regulations, which is a good 6 inches shorter.
Yes, we need to consult some McVeigh interviews. I believe he talked about some of this stuff.
Let me tell you what.
Yes, he would know about a lot of. That's why I'm dressed. See, people are talking about, is this domestic terrorism? That's why today I am dressed as the Unabomber. I just don't have my beard.
He is
growing it out.
Dude, I honestly, that's the thing. Little Mr. Mangione over here, McVeigh, they would have thrived in the future. Like we were talking about that upstairs earlier. About how Mangione had just this amazing, like if you wanted to get politically activated.
Oh, his career trajectory.
He could.
Yes.
Ivy League educated, has worked in the tech sector. You could get the ear of anybody, probably. Like, you could have impacted some actual fucking change, but now it's going to be all weird.
Could have changed laws. He could have gotten into a position to start pressing these insurance companies and maybe put these guys behind bars and maybe give them a worse fate than just a quick euthanasia. Because if anything, he gave them the easy way out. Yeah, okay, like, you guys, if you guys hate these people so much and you're all clamoring for their murder and their death, then don't you want them to be tortured? Like, I mean, come on, let's be honest here, you guys. So, you think they're so evil? Oh, of course, I don't either. I'm a normal human being.
But if you're asking for their...
Yes, but if you're like, oh, they must be ravaged at all costs, who cares about their family, then why don't you just, like, double down on it, guys? Okay? All right? You guys are the arbiters of truth and justice. You're the judge, jury, and executioner. So it's like, why do you just stop?
I am the law.
Yeah. When the white supremacists are telling, you guys need to calm down, you need to chill, then you're doing something wrong. Okay?
Yeah. When your boogeyman is like, whoa.
Yes.
That's a guy.
Yeah.
In a place doing a thing. Chill.
Like I said, we do not condone lone wolf activity here at American Death Camp. Okay.
I would never condone verbing any noun.
You know what we do? We bill them, everybody. We take them to court and we bill them to death. Okay? We do what the tobacco companies did to the whistleblowers. We bill them to death. Okay? That's the way you do it. All right?
I want to know what he thinks about the human race, Mr. Mangione, because
you mean the guy that had Mein Kampf on his reading list?
Well, I'm wondering what he thought about the rest of the world, because it's like, if you had a completely misanthropic view, why would you try to do this to better society?
Exactly.
And then if you're not misanthropic, why wouldn't you do what any decent optimist would do and just get involved in your civic duty as someone who lives in a place?
I mean, come on, you guys. Like, the rationale in this country is fucking insane.
Yeah, don't watch Taxi Driver. And if you watch
TV and movies, by the way, I do want to say, because there's I got a video that we're going to have to, we should pull this video up right now. I want you to see this shit.
Why are women obsessed with this guy?
Well, he's clearly not an unattractive man, right? He ticks the boxes for a basic attraction. He's got good, handsome bone structure. He's intelligent. He's clearly passionate.
He's got good aim.
And he's on a mission. But women have historically and biologically been attracted to dominant men who are even dangerous. And so it's that mix that they're very attracted to. It's almost like he can present like the good guy in public, like in his normal life, and then have this alter ego as the bad boy.
All right, pause this.
Doors.
Yeah, there it is. And there it is. Oh, the bad boy. Is that really attractive to you guys?
Distance makes the heart grow fonder, Stone Fox.
I mean, I guess so. Being in prison, that's some distance.
So it's a lot different than when men say they're into crazy women. Because when men say they're into crazy women, they're into like crazy good sex and like a wild time. Women are like, I really want someone who like wants to overthrow the Castro regime.
Yeah, it's always something way more extreme. I want him to have a multi-million-dollar drug empire.
Well, and it's always like, people always wonder, it's like, why do cult leaders always have a wife? They always have a wife.
They like that.
Even the ones that don't fuck have wives, which is weird.
Well,
why do you...
this goes back, dude. It goes back to TV. It goes back to television. These women are sitting at home watching way too much television, way too much true crime. Okay? And then it's not just women, too. This goes to anybody who's, fawning over these people.
The baddie hitman. Were you reviled at her actions more than you were sexually attracted to her? Because I was.
Yeah.
That big-titted Colombian they fucking just got.
Oh, no. I don't know about that.
That really sexy hit woman they just arrested her, but I didn't think about it for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah,
because she's garbage.
Yeah, see,
she's trash.
Even if she looks like Laura Croft, it's maybe for a second you can like entertain the idea, but then it's like no, you're a murderer, guys.
Yeah,
okay,
murderer.
Okay, and if none of you like have that change of heart,
you're weird,
bro. He could have like gotten a statue built of himself trying to overthrow the insurance companies politically. God, you know what I'm saying?
Every voice that's clamoring for him right now would be doing it twice as loud if he didn't shoot a guy.
Yo, and you guys also, like, you spend most of your time fucking buying toys and watching the worst television and, eating fast food. You guys don't actually give a fuck. Nope. That's the thing that I don't like the most is all the feigning of, oh, this is important. I care for social media. Which people don't even know that that's what they're doing. It's just something to be up in arms about. People like that. They like being up in arms.
People are fucking losers.
I'm tired of being in the minority.
This is the coolest guy you can think of right now?
Yeah.
That's so fucking lame. You don't know any cool people.
Everyone is boring.
Everybody.
This is, guys, this is boring.
Boring and lame. He sat on his ass for 3 months.
This guy is boring. He's boring.
He's a sad loser, and we should probably laugh at him.
He didn't think he 3D printed a gun
to change the world. This was his Project Chaos,
and then he got caught at the McDonald's. You guys, like, come on.
He didn't even get caught for 3 days.
Think
this motherfucker, like, he went 3 hours away from the scene of the crime. This man has a passport. Like, he didn't try to get away. He could have flown, probably gotten asylum in Russia.
I bet he was worried that they would have noticed. He probably was going to go to the airport and then was like, no, I bet they're going to notice me. And he got freaked out and didn't go.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, he would have went and just left. He would have been fine.
He would have been completely fine.
Yeah, it's the McDonald's you guys need to stay away from. That was like probably like 10 or 11 years ago. There was a guy in Ohio who his girlfriend broke up with him. And he went on a rampage and killed people in the streets, right? Shot him up. They caught him at a McDonald's. So they catch you, dude. Do not go to McDonald's. If you were on, yes, or do if you need the help. Well, you obviously need help.
Go to McDonald's.
So if you kill people on a mass scale, or important people, you need to just turn yourself in at McDonald's. Yes, we need to start making McDonald's a place to turn yourself in.
There was something off about the people that sit down and eat at McDonald's.
It's a safe space. Remember?
Safe space.
It's a safe space, guys. You can bring babies there.
It's like Switzerland.
Babies you don't want. Criminals can turn themselves in. Wait. Get yourself a nice meal while you wait for the sheriffs to show up.
McDonald's is officially one of those places you can just leave a child.
Yeah, I believe that's what safe spaces,
safe
places are. Yeah,
I'm
pretty sure McDonald's are safe places.
It used to be like we take a firm stance against kidnapping,
and
it's completely evolved into no questions asked.
Bring us your baby,
which is really weird because that means that you could have a child for 16 years and just stop reporting it on your taxes, and no one's going to follow up.
I'm wondering where those babies really go, though.
Me too.
I think we need to put an Apple tag on a baby and
see how it travels.
See where it goes.
Like it's a piece of trash.
Like it's something stolen from a car. There's an Inside Edition thing they'd do. They would totally put an Apple tag on a baby and put it in one of those safe haven boxes, bro.
Tonight on Entertainment Tonight, we put a GoPro inside of a baby. What it saw might shock you.
Gosh, that's dark.
You know what? You know what was missing from Luigi's manifesto?
Yes.
5 pages about being circumcised.
He was also upset about that.
Was he?
Because it wasn't his choice. No, I didn't. He seems, the people I think he's mad at are the same people that make that happen.
It is like a liberal with doing his taxi driver moment, which is awful. Guys, don't do a taxi driver.
All right. Well, we did a big segment on Mangione, by the way.
That was a solid 20 minutes.
That was a big story. Holy shit.
I'm happy to get it all out. I feel like I could never talk about
that
this
is
guy
good.
again.
We got another despicable guy. I think well, this is an accusation. Okay, yeah. Jay-Z.
No, this guy used to sell crack. This guy's despicable. Fuck Jay-Z.
I thought that was just Wayne that did that.
No,
it was him too?
I don't know his Empire State of Mind.
Is that what that's about?
It's
does he mention selling rocks or something?
A deal where he made with the Gotti family to sell all of the cocaine south of 2nd Street. And then the next verse is about how he's now doing dinners at the White House. You really got to listen to those lyrics, Barack.
Wow.
You can't just be nodding your head along because you're also black. You got to listen. You got to really listen.
Well, I learned something about that song today. That's incredible.
New York! That's that. Artie Lang has a whole bit about it.
Dun, Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Artie Lang has this whole bit where he just converts all the lyrics into like plain English. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
hilarious. But can you break down?
I forgot about it. Yes. So, these allegations, right? P. Diddy.
Can you start off with what they were?
Yes, PD. Apparently, there were some rape allegations that he was involved with. I don't know how old the girl was.
13.
Okay, but apparently it was at these P. Diddy parties and the freak offs. You guys know about the P. Diddy stuff. We didn't even really have to cover it. It's been such big news. But Jay-Z is involved in this, and there are some court stuff going to happen. And of course, like most people that get in trouble with the NFL, whether it's with dog fighting or you're killing a cousin, yes, beating a woman to death, putting her in a garbage bag, Hernandez,
Like you do.
yes, they're not removing their relationship with him. He's still playing halftime on Christmas. I think that's going to be great for that 12-year-old child she's probably 18 now, to be watching that on Christmas Day. But there is a little video that I have for this.
Oh, really? There's a video for this?
No, not on. It's not a video of the incident. Although maybe there's a guy. I don't remember this podcast. Okay, the internet's going to read me for this. But this guy mentions him also maybe being at these parties, and I think he's got a clip of him on a security camera with.
There was some footage of
because Jay-Z says actually, yeah, I do. Just type in Jay-Z. I think it's the only Jay-Z clip in the content.
Sweet.
But of course, Jay-Z says these accusations are complete bullshit and nonsense.
With all due respect to Jay-Z,
yes,
there's an awful lot of pictures of you running around in your undies at parties with Diddy.
Wow, dude, look at Diddy.
So you were at some of these
God, he looks like Tom Hanks in Castaway right there.
There's no photographs that
Tim
America's going in.
Yep.
Hey, is that a young Jay-Z running around in his underwear with Diddy at a party? Huh. When you see that,
they just
it's hard
partied
to
together
walk
a little
away from
bit.
that visual. With all due respect,
I've had my shirt off at my friend's house before. Okay, I've been in my boxers.
I'm gonna
at
say
my friend's
this,
house before.
This seems like a Trump standing next to Epstein thing, where I'm like, bad guys hanging out with bad guys, probably doing bad stuff.
Yeah, and
I can't wait to see the indictment, though. That's what I care about. I care about the indictment.
Yes.
What evidence do they have?
I wonder if Diddy was doing a sort of Epstein thing while being a giant player in the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
Wow, I'm getting it now. I'm kind of getting the blackmail thing. Maybe that's his. Oh my gosh.
It's the stock and trade, dude.
Oh my gosh, I get it now.
Well, dude, and then I imagine you know what? This is really weird. This has put no light on the murder of Chink's Drugs.
Who?
It was a rapper signed to Bad Boy.
Okay.
That really.
Bad Boy is Diddy's label.
Diddy's label, yes.
Okay.
It had some very strong speculation that Diddy was possibly involved, and it was the understanding of the mother of Chink's Drugs that Diddy was probably involved.
What an interesting name, too, by the way.
Yeah,
Chink's Drugs.
CHINX.
I would have put instead of drugs, I would put RX and make people say drugs. That's my rap name.
Dude.
Little RX, little drugs.
I saw it. That's a great name. But
I just copyrighted that, you guys. Little drugs with the RX. That's my rap name. That's my trap name.
I saw a thread. It's like rappers to watch 2025. Every single one of those motherfuckers had like a clan code and a gamer tag for a fucking name. I was
Phase Clan, that kind of shit.
Bro, you listen to Bracket?
God. Bracket?
You listen to Bracket?
Yo, here's a big one. Flyboy.
Flyboy?
Flyboy's a big one.
Are we still on Diddy?
No, we can move away from Diddy. Okay. We're done with Diddy. Done with the D man.
We did it.
Yeah, we did do it. So all the UAPs, right? That in New Jersey, there's been 180 sightings at night. And the FBI came out and said they don't know what these are. And then there's this new claim that there is a mothership they're coming from Iran. Iranian mothership, which sounds very interesting to play with. But
sounds like bad Israeli intelligence.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's that put together for Iran to do this. So.
Well, it's just like anytime we get an information packet that's like this happened and then this happened and it's Iran, it's always like bad intel from Mossad. Like do you remember the gas attacks in Syria?
Yeah,
bad intel from Mossad.
Oh wow, okay.
That happened 3 times.
Oh no.
That contains these drones. That
some neoconservative comes on Fox News to tell me why Iran did something. I'm like, who told you that Iran did that?
It is off.
I know you didn't
I'm going to
research
tell you
that
the deal.
shit.
It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, you know, we know there was a probability it could have been with our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody in an adversarial country doing this. No.
Yeah, I think that's also been proved false now. By the way, everybody, is that there is no Iranian mothership.
Yeah, we had an article. Here, let me pull up today. The Pentagon came out today specifically and said there is not a fucking Iranian mothership.
Yeah.
Here we go from the Pentagon.
Yeah, from the big building, guys. The big building.
The big butthole building. And here's the thing. I tend to believe the Pentagon because they don't fucking manage this whole UAP shit. That's the Navy's job, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
So, fuck it. I don't care.
Hell, even the Air Force, you know. Ridiculous.
It's also like, I don't know, man. I could see being frustrated over the lack of answers, but if you're like me and Stone Fox and you live in the Midwest, you've seen these craft. I don't know. Have you seen craft like this?
I have.
I have too.
I have seen that.
You could go out on any clear night and look up, and you will see fucking star parking, crafts moving lower and faster than like the ISS, but like in orbit, like really weird shit. And I can chop it up to, well, we live near military installations, so of course there's going to be weird planes that are completely inexplicable.
Yeah, there's going to be some experimental stuff somewhere along the line, you guys. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's better to not ask questions.
Who is this fucking goober though? Tell me this.
Yeah, Representative Jeff Van Drew. This was from the other day. I think he was just jumping the gun and.
What is that? I've never even
yeah,
heard
we need
of
to
this
look.
guy. Is he one of these newly elected retards? Like
Jeff Van Drew. Yeah, what is his state?
New Jersey.
Oh, no wonder he's speaking on it. He's the Jersey.
You're getting smeared by your own party. They want to make you look like an ass.
You know, I do feel bad for him a little bit because it's like he doesn't have shit to give out, and I think he's trying because I think he's being demanded so much of.
Double down.
Oh no, we're not being told.
Down.
Oh no, drones are coming from. Put the audio on this clip on. This is actually good content. This is really good.
Here's the deal.
Can you bring this big behind us?
Very well could be launched from a ship. It could be hundreds of miles.
Yeah, we're gonna
this is good. This is really good stuff.
These drones very well could be launched from a ship. It could be hundreds of miles out at sea.
Okay.
These types of drones go much greater distances. These, again, are something that we normally don't see in the United States. So there is a real possibility. Could it be China? Absolutely. Could it be somebody else? It sure could. Here's the deal. They don't know what it is. They don't know what it's about. They haven't taken one down to analyze it. They have no idea where it comes from, but they know that it's not that. I mean, that's nonsense. They do not know.
Okay, let's pause this. So he's just real mad because they're telling him, no, we don't know. But
that's okay. So you know something that you can't tell us. It's like, I think this is maybe the most they've ever been transparent on something.
But yeah, the fact that they're like, well, we can tell you it's not what that thing that you say it is. And he's like, well, you know what? You can't tell me it's anything else. Oh, that's what he's doing. You can't say it's something else, so I'm just going to go ahead and believe that's what it is.
Wait, so he just war hawking for Israel right now?
Oh, bro.
That's probably what he's doing. I have no idea why someone from New Jersey would be fucking pushing an Iran narrative.
The Assad thing's going on.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, honestly, when do people start talking about UFOs? When we're trying to invade Iran. Yeah. Do we need to pull up the Moon Bear sketch?
Yes, this is exactly like what's going on.
Okay, thank you for waiting. The president has asked me to come out and make a brief statement about the wire that just went out a couple minutes ago. To make things short, I will just confirm that yes, we do have a moon base, and yes, we are currently experiencing some bear problems. Now, I will open it up if there are any questions. You got me.
Not more of a shot in the dark, but we wouldn't happen to be invading Iran today, would we?
You got me.
Yeah, just replace it with Syria.
I fell for it.
Yeah. Wow.
No, I
I think we're getting moon bared.
You know, people give credit to The Simpsons for predicting the future. Nobody gives credit to Trevor Moore and Whitest Kids You Know for predicting the future. I just saw an interview with John Williams, who did the score to Star Wars, and it reminded me of the sketch.
Does he say he just hums it?
No, but that's what it made me think of, because he's so serious. They show him with the whole orchestra playing, and oh my gosh, every little intricate stuff. I mean, that's why he's a professional, but I think that's the joke Trevor was going for.
Well, I just want to say, on the terms of Whitest Kids You Know, predicting the future, Zach Kreger's movie Barbarian anticipated Viper the Rapper.
That was his movie?
Yeah, Zach Kreger.
No way.
Yeah, the other guy from the PCP sketch.
I didn't know that was his movie. That was amazing. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Good for him, dude. I'm so happy for him. That's wow. Old news, Barbarian, by the way.
But great film. Frankly, I there's things we have to look forward to this year, and it's horror movies.
Yeah, if they don't make some sort of expanded thing on that, or like a sequel, or like, dude, even a prequel.
Yeah.
Because they did Flash, that would be awesome.
Dude, I'd be there for it. And it's because well, it's like they build such an interesting world, and all the characters are pretty likable. So it's like, put more good actors in that world,
Yes.
I'll be there again.
Yeah, the whole cast was so. I mean, you know, the best
Skarsgård
guys.
is weird.
The guy that I can't ever think of his name. The guy who played Rorschach in Watchmen was like the bad guy in that. Like the creepy guy. I love him in anything he's in.
Jackie Earl Haley.
Is that his name? Real gruff, redheaded.
I think he
looking
played.
guy.
So I recognize him from the Nightmare on Elm Street reboot.
Yes, same guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie Earl Haley.
Yep. Okay.
Wow,
That's a good one
He's
too.
got a face for horror, man.
Yeah, he's. I love him.
You know who he looks like?
Who does he look like?
Dean Stockwell.
Why does that sound familiar?
Quantum Leap, bro.
Oh, okay.
He played, the wizard. What the fuck was his name? Minge. What the fuck?
I could see that.
Yeah, Dean Stockwell. I fucking love this guy. He looks like Doug Stanhope.
What else was Dean Stockwell in too? Because he was in something else.
Magnificent Seven, I think.
Okay.
Let's see. Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. What the fuck?
Oh, what the hell?
He was the voice of Prince Charming?
Okay.
Okay, well, that guy never wept for pussy. He was in Dune?
Yeah, that's a big... Oh, he is in Dune. Yes, he's in Dune. I remember him now. I remember him. Okay. He's like one of the side dudes, like this like medic kind of dude. He's the medic dude. I can't think of his name.
That's insane. Okay, wait.
Wait, go up. Does it say his character in Dune? What is that? Because that's going to kill me if I don't see that.
It's the 80s Dune.
Yeah, the Lynch one?
It does.
And Blue Velvet. Oh, he's the guy that sings the Roy Orbison song.
Oh, God. Are you shit? The one that looks like Lyle Lovett.
That sings Dreams. That's him.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
dude,
man.
blowing my mind right now with that.
That is some moving shit. Yeah, let's see his character in Dune.
Wow.
That's one
I love that he was into like artsy stuff outside of, you know, doing shit like Quantum Leap or something.
Or it's like when you hear about what Willem Dafoe was doing before he got picked up by
somebody. They've got this whole other side to them that's like, that's the actual thing they're into.
Yeah.
You know, I do this for a day job, but I'm a big giant star for a day job, but you know.
He played Ben Jeffries in a Unabomber TV movie.
That's interesting.
Let me just type in Dune because we're Dr. Wellington Yue.
Okay, Yue.
Fox Mystery Theater. See, there's all these little TV anthologies that are so flippin' cool.
There's another Lynch.
Paris, Texas?
Yeah. Isn't that Lynch?
I think he produced it.
Oh, it's because I see it's Stanton. That's why I thought that. Okay. But
well, there's a couple things.
That's a great movie too.
You're telling me. Can we talk about the unknown David Lynch stuff we found this week?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay, fuck yeah. I'm gonna pull up hotel rooms for the background.
Yeah, pull up hotels. Yeah, we found out that Lynch probably had a major development deal outside of just Twin Peaks. Like, it must have been a huge development deal after he did movies, and they were like, yo, we're going to give you all this money to make multiple shows for us. And we found, some pilots, some episodes of different shows outside of Twin Peaks. They're very interesting.
For a millennium, the space for the hotel
a millennium.
room
Yeah, this is a hotel room.
Undefined.
But there was... I mean, I'm a big Lynch head.
Yeah.
And I've made that known on the show, but I thought I had seen everything there was to see. But I didn't know about the Mulholland Drive TV pilot and I didn't know about hotel rooms, which is a 3 pilots stitched together into a 90-minute pilot.
Yeah, I didn't know about this one, and then I told you about a whole other one called On the Air.
Yeah, which
about a radio station.
Not heard a word of.
Yes, in a big building, and it's really cool. That one's like way more slapstick comedy too.
Of truth.
Yes, it's very up, positive comedy, sitcomish.
We're gonna have to watch a few seconds of On the Air because, frankly,
it's good.
This is like having a bad dream. I love it. Got Angelo Badalamenti on the score.
Of course. I mean, you can't do it without him if you're Lynch.
No, and then edited by Mary Sweeney, which she's great. She's fun.
Is that one of his main editor people?
Yes.
Okay.
She edited Blue Velvet, I believe.
Oh wow.
And he married her. So.
Oh, they were married.
They were, yeah. I think until like 2010 or so.
Okay.
And I love that the shining the flashlight up the elevator to make it look like it's going up.
I love that. Yeah, I do like all of his practical stuff that he does on set. For any of his shows or movies.
Room 603.
Oh wait, did you do the theme where you got? I did this yesterday. You got Harry Dean Stanton and Dean Stockwell mixed up.
Oh no.
Okay.
Because they are two different. They were in that movie together though. That Paris, Texas movie.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it was.
But God, yeah, you'd get those mixed up. So yeah, I can see that, man. If they were hanging out, you know.
Oh my God. Dean, huh?
They both look.
I love the 90s because this is a hooker because she's in a black dress.
Mm-hmm.
You could just.
My name is Darlene.
Right, Darlene.
I don't care about your name, whore.
Right.
But
pour me a drink.
Pour me a drink. Toots.
Take a martini, dry. That's how that goes, dude. You know,
dude.
We were born in the wrong decade. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. I
pull out my cigar box or my cigarette box.
I want to feel justified in
Yeah, his forgotten sitcom just didn't. Yeah, and it just didn't really. I think they did a 1-episode play maybe, and it just like did not do what it wanted to do. So,
dude,
those are some cool Lynch things to check out, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
I really like that.
I kind of like that we spotlighted a director a little bit. That's
yeah. I like that we moved from the news into some material. That's kind of interesting too.
I like that.
That was a very, very strange segue too. We took a very long journey there.
What is the 45-minute mark? If that helps orient you.
Well, since we took a different direction with Death Camp today, let's do some reels here, guys. I do have videos. We could do some original Death Camp stuff here, like we usually do. We'll go until the wheels fall off. Okay.
What do we get?
Oh, dude, I've been saving this video for a long time. I want you to type in Bam. Yeah, we're going to check in on how Bam Margera is doing. You guys know Bam, right? Viva la Bam, Jackass.
See, man fights with man living in his dreams.
Let's see what Bam's talking about today. Let's see what he's struggling with.
Yeah, the only two things I was scared of is snakes and these terrible nightmares about this spooky guy that I couldn't see his face named Bersham. But once I stood up to Bersham in my nightmares, he finally fucking went away. So now I'm not scared of anything.
Yeah. Is Bersham a name you came up with?
No, it's what he told me. I was like, what is your name? And he said his name is Bersham. I'm like, I'm going to fuck you up. In my sleep, like a dark shadow, and I couldn't see I could only see his like spooky eyes, and he would try to choke me at night, and I had to fight him off. And then finally, after months and months of this, I had enough. I was like, I don't even like being alive because I'm 250 pounds. You know, my man.
Get out of here, Bersham.
Yo, Bam, you want to make a 1-hour appearance? All you have to do is sign shit and take photos. You get 20 grand. I'm like, no. He's like, you don't want 20 grand for 1 hour? I'm like, no. He's like, why? I'm like, because I don't want to appear anywhere. Well, is it friends? Because I don't like my appearance, and I don't want to skate. I don't want to do anything. And then when I go to bed, I got to fucking deal with Bersham every night with these terrible nightmares.
So not only has he been fighting with everybody in his life and his coworkers and employees and kicked out of everything, he's fighting with everybody in his dreams as well too. He cannot stay away from conflict
on the astral plane.
Yeah, in his fucking head, dude. It's when I heard this story, I was like, Jesus, dude. Like, you pick a fight with Steve-O, you're picking a fight with the friends in your head. Like, he doesn't have a single person there left for him, dude.
Dude,
I mean,
for me. If I start like going to war psychically with anything, if I ever say I'm spiritually in battle with something, I want you to ask me how my meds are going.
Yes,
because that is some
How many drinks have you had this week?
That's some wacky shit. That is some day 4 drinker shit.
Are you taking your medication, Bam?
And it feels like he's kind of talking like he's in like a heavy Xanax stupor. Like
yeah,
kind of like
he's always very sweaty too. I've noticed in a lot of his videos. I don't know if that says.
Is he an
anything,
opioids guy?
You know,
opioids make you sweat.
That's what speed. You know, I mean, how else to keep yourself calm when you can't have a drink? I don't. You know, I mean. I'm guessing, you guys. This is all speculation here.
Well, that's the thing. He didn't start drinking until he kicked heroin. The first time.
Oh, and then
that's what I heard. Anyway.
You know, he has been getting hurt because he's skating. He's older, so he could be getting pills if he needed to have. You know, so he could skate. Oh man, see, this is what's tough about some of this stuff. Is like when you do try to fix yourself, you could just end up in a deeper hole with your vices and addictions. You know, trying to get away from them.
I mean, that's the thing is you could. Instead of trying to take off from the roof because you feel like you can fly, take off from the ground. You know, learn to ollie before you try that crook you did in 2003.
Yeah, one step at a time. Which you know, I haven't been there every step of the way, so I'm sure he's tried to go one step at a time. But I always feel like he goes so full force.
Well, dude,
trying to come back.
The world demands of him to be 40 steps ahead of where he's at, and the one, if L. Ron Hubbard ever said one smart thing, clip this. No, I'm kidding. I was watching one of his like early lectures where he's just kind of talking about really himself, but he's like, you can't ask an addict to go up in a degree and increase his quality of life if all he wants to do is feel a little bit better. You can't tell him he's going to be flying. He won't believe you. He'll never take the first step. And so, there might be something to that where his life is the kind where to be back on, he can't just show up to McDonald's or whatever. He has to be a movie star.
Yeah, everywhere he goes, he's a rock star.
Fucking skate legend.
Yep, everywhere he goes. And that's part of what he was saying, because he lets that bleed out, because he's like, they wanted me to make an appearance. I don't want to make an appearance.
And it's like, do you really give it all every time you go out? I mean, he probably, at this point, he doesn't have an option to give a little. I
don't even think he has to do that much.
No,
he just needs to be there.
I think he's right though. Like if he did start doing public appearances and like was shitty to people, I think all of this goodwill that even generates us talking about him would go away.
Yeah, there'd be so much major backlash because he's already on the outs.
Yeah, no,
with everybody, I guess.
It's like the last people you can really tell to fuck off are your fans, honestly.
Wow, and that's like all he has left.
Pretty much, and it's like, what do they have? That's the weird thing. It's like. You ran one of the most successful fashion labels of like all time. You could arguably stage a comeback. This is Burzum, by the way.
Yeah.
Depending on how this is edited, you might not have seen that. He's having dreams with a black metal album or artist that he's half remembering. Like,
and he's fighting him to the death.
Like this guy, and Bam Margera uses the internet, so he knows who Varg is.
Well, you know what's funny is he didn't even know the shadow person's name. He had to fight it out of him.
I had to fight it out.
What is your name?
What is your name?
Burzum.
He told me I was in Mayhem. I was in the original lineup for Mayhem. You don't remember me?
That's what happens.
Sorry, dude. I only listened to him.
When you listen to too much like black metal, Norwegian, like goth rock, this is the kind of shit that'll happen to your head, dude. And you mix like alcohol and stuff. Yeah. That's not good.
I'm really happy I quit listening to black metal when like I started like smoking pot. Mm-hmm. Otherwise I just would have been like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, that reminds me. Let's go see King Diamond. King Diamond is coming.
Oh, King
Diamond is there's some metal for us, some goth metal like that. You know, I've got another great artist here. We can check in on how they're doing. This is a little bit opposite of the spectrum that Bam is on. You know Demi Lovato, right?
Yeah.
You guys know Lovato, right? Did you guys see her ghost hunting? You remember that? You should just type in.
I heard tell.
Yeah, type in Demi. I believe it's she sings. Yeah, she's gonna sing to some ghosts here, some poltergeists.
She has trauma.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you know?
And that's why she doesn't like men. Go on and try to tear me down. I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper.
Wow.
She has trauma.
She does?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Man.
She doesn't like men.
How can you tell that, dude? Yeah, talk about it. She's a psychic now. She's clairvoyant.
Yeah. She's always been an intuitive.
I love that. Singing Skyscraper. If you want to scare the ghosts off faster, You know, that's how you do it.
Play some clips from your early television work.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wizards, right? Wasn't she in Waverly Place?
She was on a show in a show. I don't remember what it was called. I remember the name of the fake show.
She wasn't a part of Hannah Montana, was she?
No, she was a part of this thing.
Shows you what I know, you guys, about Disney.
She was basically in like a kid's version of 30 Rock.
Or just eat it like this. All right, Tawny, you are not doing this sketch. I forbid you.
Wow, I never saw her on that. Was the kids show?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we have that perfect eclipse of each other's childhoods where it's like I completely missed everything, you completely missed everything. Like it was just.
That was well, you know, some of that stuff. I mean, I'm probably better off not seeing Demi Lovato's real work.
Disney trying to pan out into live action. Ugh, yeah.
I got a way more fun musical artist, T-Pain.
T-Pain, yeah.
Dude, did you know that he's a flat earther?
No.
Yes, this is the clip I had. He's going to talk a little bit about it.
He seemed kind of smart.
Like even when people say the Earth is flat, everybody thinks I'm joking, and I don't know why people think I'm joking. But well, it's me, so I guess that's why they think I'm joking. But when I say like, I kind of believe this. I just want to know what's on the bottom, what's under it. Like what's if this is the
ice.
flat Earth, what's here?
Well,
and what are they trying to hide?
When he says that, I think ice wall.
Why can't we go over Antarctica if Antarctica is the and everybody keeps saying God, and I'm like, that's where God is, not the
turtle. God's a turtle.
Other.
Oh yeah, that thing we're riding on the back of a turtle.
I've talked to B.O.B. about this. He's not super informative.
Yeah, B.O.B. not B.O.B. is not a flat earther.
No.
T-Pain, he's a flat earther. He believes in Agartha.
Yeah, he's like he's like sitting there like reading like Helena Blavatsky, being like, man, how can I tell the people about Lemuria?
Yeah, Terra Infinita. I can imagine he's got a big map of Terra Infinita in his home basketball court.
So these are the rotating islands of Mu. They're outside of the first layer of ice walls. That's just to trick you so you don't go to the second.
This is really the land of Mars. It's not a planet.
Did we ever talk about Crater Earth on Death Camp?
No, I don't think so. We didn't talk about Crater Earth.
Can we?
Sure. What is Crater Earth?
It's a competing theory.
What is the competing theory? What is?
So you know the moon, right?
Yeah.
That's not the moon. That's actually a reflection of our actual planet, and our flat Earth only appears flat because it's really on a super planet where we inhabit one of the craters, and the ice wall is actually the walls of that crater.
Oh.
And other planets are actually just different craters.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, Disneyland, by the way, Florida, actual map of our crater Earth.
Oh, that's what he's getting at.
Snowpiercer, predictive programming.
Yo. What? Nuh-uh.
This guy's the king of putting Photoshop things in front of other things.
Oh, the crater matched up, so obviously.
Well, that's our crater.
Yes.
He's holding our Earth.
Of course. It's all symbolism of, you know.
The prototype to Der Glocke. The incessant organ music is fucking hilarious. I'll edit this down. They were trying to tell you.
Oh, that's what that is. Okay. I see the connections here. I see it all coming together.
So we have two craters. It's a long story.
Wow.
Wait.
Dude, there are some reaches.
Oh, dude. Evel Knievel couldn't make some of these jumps. I swear to God.
Yeah.
One of my viewers sent me a link to a video called Insanity of Humanity. Left in the dark. This means the left part of our brain is in the dark. Because our brain is the mirror of our crater, you will see the same phenomenon in our crater. One part is frozen. take a frontal view of our brain and mirror our crater.
He's putting a picture of a map on your head and going,
Remember,
see?
in my last video, I was talking about how they are attacking our cerebellum.
T-Rex in the brain.
The reptilian brain.
Reptilian brain, that's
if
good.
The cerebellum was responsible for the equilibrium in our brain. How would this work? For the musicians amongst us, you know, of course, the panning knob.
Yes.
Is this another example of the failed musician to Flat Earth Pipeline?
That's why things aren't going right, because they're not telling you the truth.
They're not telling you the truth about the panning.
About existence.
Pan to the left, Solomon. Pan in the middle, equilibrium. Panning to the right.
Where did he get this idea?
Looking at
Let's
the moon.
do the same with our brain.
I honestly, so watching this guy, because I did watch about 5 or 10
That
of
would
these in
give
order
you, of course,
over the course of
dominant left brain or
so I could see what the
dominant
fuck he was
right
getting
brain.
at. And it does seem to be informed by nothing.
Yeah, because I was
to the
like,
point where I can't tell if he's joking with flat earthers.
because like, what are his source materials, and like, how does he know the color coordination? You know what I mean?
Throughout
Like,
my
this
work,
is
I have shown you
very out there.
how they are rebuilding our crater or our brain at several places throughout the whole world, creating distorted patterns. So I think that Giza also is a representation of our brain. Remember my video about Ground Zero, the rebuilding of Giza?
Huh?
He's one of those I lay shapes over each other, and if it fits, this is the story.
There's a map
oh
I
man.
made, and I put this on poll. If you've ever used this map, hi, it was me. I took all the secret military bases and I put it over the missing 411 of where other people go missing, and it like matched up really well because they're all in like Colorado by mountains and shit. And I've seen him use it.
That's so funny.
And I'm like, I made that in bad faith.
Wow.
That's the info you're using.
So you got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
People make it their job to go put bullshit out there like that because they love it. They think it's great.
Do get paid to do
Oh,
this.
that's
Bare
right.
metal
Work in a Russian
shape
troll farm.
be the control center of our brain? The answer would be, of course not. That would be the parasitical control center. But what would be the organic?
Whenever somebody starts saying
control
parasite and they're explaining conspiracy theory, I immediately check out, dude.
Yeah.
That brought me
Tell me
back
how it's really
to
Jewish
the
people.
Oculus.
There's an evil guy. There's a bad guy that's sucking all the life out of all of us. It's like, oh no.
He's feeding on your fear
Remember,
of talking
I
to women.
said that the Oculus
Your
was
personal
actually
fear, not mine.
Yeah, you're intimidated by them. You have more power. They're scared of it.
They're scared of
and
your
the Oculus
how
was
much you believe
actually
in Christ.
the Sphinx.
Remember
So
that.
the Sphinx would then be Anubis. Let's compare the Oculus with the cerebellum. Let's take a detail.
Dude, it just goes on.
That barely matched up. I mean, that's, you know. Think about being the guy who made that design, and then you see this, and you're like, dude, it doesn't mean any of that.
Orbited Sirius in space.
Let's tell him.
Somebody is watching you.
Oh, he's going through the Google Earth of the moon. Who's watching us? Tell us what to be afraid of.
I didn't know they had a Google moon, by the way.
This tribe believes all life comes from a distant dark star, invisible to the naked eye. Recently, modern science was able to find this star and confirm its existence.
Cluster. Yeah, we didn't know
Now
about
we
it.
must ask, how did a primitive people, lacking instruments of any kind, discover a dark star hidden deep in space?
There's a guess.
The hum of the bull roar is believed to be the voice of the sacred star. During the ceremony, the full spectrum of Dogon knowledge is revealed and passes from generation to generation. A circle within a circle depicts Saturn and its rings. A large circle and 4 satellites.
Is
The
this
planet Jupiter
a real translation
and
or
its
Sitchin
moons.
style? This is what it looks like to me. Translation.
That's tough. It's hard to know.
Because Zachariah Sitchin didn't even...
Is this symbol. It represents the orbit of the Dogon star, a phenomenon deep in stellar space. These symbols and the knowledge they hold are the legacy of the mysterious Numos, the messengers from the dark star. Many cultures claim their knowledge was given them by godlike beings descended from the heavens.
I think this is in Search Of.
Insist their gods descended from one star in particular, which they're able to identify and describe in detail. Does other evidence exist of this encounter between gods and men?
Yeah, bro.
For Western science to determine the orbit of the Dogon star required calculations based on decades of astronomical observations. Minute shifts in the position of the giant Sirius led astronomers to suspect the gravitational influence of an unseen companion. When computer studies of the data were complete, they verified that a small star orbited Sirius every 60 years, exactly as the Dogon claimed. Each hopes that he will be the one to wear the
It's insane that they knew that.
If they did. I've heard conjecture to
the symbol of the
somebody-
star turning in endless orbit.
Somebody give him that?
Giant
so they claim that it's actually more frightening. Basically, Anunnaki-style aliens showed up and gave them it, like tall whites.
Wow.
Yeah.
They hold to that story
They
too.
hold to that story.
Wow, man.
We didn't walk over there with a newspaper with Roswell in it 20 years either. Like before we asked them about it.
And they were like, "Oh yeah, hey, these guys." They were like, "What are these drawings?" Oh, these guys came.
We just asked them how they thought the world worked, and they were like, "We don't believe in God, but there are these aliens that came 7,000 years ago and told us."
Wow.
There was a third star in Sirius.
That's incredible.
It is.
That's really incredible.
It's magnificent.
We're finding out a lot of things here on Death Camp. Oh my gosh.
I can hit pause, but we're getting.
I've got one more which goes along with this. I've got one more video. That was good. If you haven't seen In Search Of, go look up In Search Of. Leonard Nimoy, R.I.P. I want you to type in Montel. We're gonna check in with Montel Williams.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, and this is one of the first content I've seen that wasn't Sylvia Brown. Okay. Far and few between for the last years of Montel. Was it anything besides Sylvia Brown?
Was she really taking up all the space there?
Yes. I think there was just nothing left for them to do really, besides like, I don't know, some cheating stuff. They do a little bit. They didn't do the DNA test stuff.
The motherfucker did infomercials for so long, people forgot he had a real show.
Yeah, I feel like he had to do that one, the outs of that show.
Because he had ALS, bro.
Oh.
He got fired right after he got diagnosed with ALS. So it's just like, oh, fuck me.
Well, you know, it's karma for being with Kamala, bro. For giving her a head start. You fucked up. Okay. Anyway, he's got a guest. He's got a guest on here who's has an experience with UFO. Maybe an encounter.
When you arrived in this field where the supposed downed aircraft was.
Oh, first of all, we were in a field hunting for this downed aircraft, and the first rescue team already found it and radioed into the fire hall, gave the coordinates, and it was down in front of us, and we hightailed it out of our search area, went down into there, and we got there expecting a smashed up airplane. Wings, fuselage, etc. No such character. Came down through the woods, and here's this humongous piece of metal laying there. I mean, this thing I've described time and time again as a very large acorn-shaped object. The front of it, or I presume was the front of it, was pushed down into the dirt where the way it came in and landed after it took out the top of the trees and brush and everything coming in. Came back in an oblong shape. Around the bottom was what I call a bumper, and then the bottom was perfectly flat. No signs of propulsion or anything. There was no doors, no windows. There was no ways of getting in this thing, at least none that I seen. There was no seams on it, no rivets, nothing. The only thing I seen was this bumper around it, and it had these real strange markings on it, which I've often referred to as similar to the ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics. So, as a volunteer fireman, we did what we were supposed to do.
I wonder, because that Egyptian shit always gets me going when I hear it.
For survivors who treat anybody
I don't know if I believe that
because there was none that we could see. There was no way of getting in this object.
I mean, it's a weird.
The first team had already radioed in its position. We're there 10, 15 minutes all talking around doing a preliminary search, wondering what
And I mean, I guess this guy's saying that lettering looked similar, not that it was Egyptian hieroglyphics.
Ramrod stiff.
There's just something alluring about all of that.
All right, this is a restricted area. You're now ordered to get out of here. Oh, wait a minute, I'm a civilian.
This guy would tell you.
You ain't gonna order me nothing. But as a fireman, I'm being relieved from what I'm doing. So I got out of there. We're going out through the woods. We didn't go no more than 15, 20 feet. And I know from me to you, here come the military. Full uniforms, equipment, marching right down through the woods with flashlights. This is December. It's late in the evening, it's cold, it's wet.
How far away were you from a military base?
Well, the closest base that I knew of was Pittsburgh, which was approximately 45 miles to the west.
So within 15 minutes of your arrival at the site, the military was there?
You got it.
Okay. All right. Now, what did they say to you after this happened? I mean, I know there were several members of the report I saw on Unsolved Mysteries. Several members of the community were there. People, right? Other people part of the community
Unsolved
were there.
Mysteries. He's from.
To
Okay, he was on that.
There was no press or media at the immediate crash site. What I didn't know up on top of the hill, because I come in through the side,
documentary about
the military had taken over a farmhouse. I mean, from what I understand, military brass.
Most evidence, allegedly.
They took over up there,
You're not talking about Travis Walton.
did all their orders,
Fire in the
whatever they
Sky.
were doing from up there.
They made a movie about
And
him.
That's where I presume that the military who came down through the woods came from. Because when we went out, we had to
No, you're
walk
good.
back to the fire hall, which was approximately
Yeah, my name is Stone
the way we had
Fox.
to go, I'd say a good mile.
Okay.
But by the time we got back to the fire hall, it was wall-to-wall military. I mean, there was
I call
trucks and
Luigi
jeeps and
Mangione
cars.
Bud.
There was guards
All
on
right.
the door.
Did anybody say to you, I don't want you talking about this, don't say a word about this, or were you
What
with that
they
term
did,
debriefed?
What they
Make sure
did,
to
I mean,
finish
these
off that
people
fucking zip-up sweater.
virtually
Yeah, hey,
told
man,
us
nice
just to
shot.
shut up, get to your vehicles, and be quiet.
And you did what you were
One of
told.
the guys even asked the guards at the door, look, I got to go to the bathroom. Now, these guys stand there with weapons. Whether they were loaded or not, I don't know. None of us was brave enough to try to find out. He said, I got to go to the bathroom. They said, see those weeds over there? Use them. Well, by that time, we just headed for the trucks.
That's also
now,
not
my
true.
son goes in the Air Force, and they tell him he can't even request to go to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base for duty. Because I seen something,
This
and that's where
guy
my
is a little
UFO
too up in
said,
arms.
Maybe
well, I
it's-
did
And
walk
it
in.
sounds like he was nosing around that
have a
crash
qualification for.
when they told him to get out, and he sounded like he was purposely making excuses to try to get into the area and like causing them trouble. It could have been totally experimental aircraft that crashed, and they're like trying to clean it up and get the locals away from it because it's top secret. And this guy's like, I gotta see what it is. I just need to go to the bathroom. Like, get the fuck out of here, you local firemen. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's like there's cesium in the air. Get out of here.
Yeah, so he calls Unsolved Mysteries, and they picked this up because there's no evidence, because the government can't comment or tell you about any of that stuff. They're not going to tell the local press. They're not going to tell you anything.
It's just,
and so,
I think the best spies in the American intelligence apparatus don't know that they're spies. It's like dipshits like this who are like, yeah, there's a new kind of plane that don't make no sound and got no doors on it.
Yeah,
And
he's
it's
just
like,
giving it away.
It's clearly a drone test. Like right now, to me, that sounds like a carbon fiber drone.
There was Egypt riding all over it. Probably
It's
nothing
Iranian,
to
probably.
Yeah.
Dude,
Probably like some equation is scribbled on it by accident.
Dude, we're
You know that because they probably write on those things. They don't give a shit. They're like, it needs to be this. Remember this.
these contractor notes.
It could be, dude. It could be some strange kind of contractor notes for some system we don't know about, and he's just like making these assumptions.
Glow in the dark grease pencil's been haunting these men for decades. Dude, can we do plugs and
That was
wrap
funny.
up?
Yeah,
We
let's
got-
do plugs here.
some
Yeah,
battery issues.
go to bohemiangrove.com. Okay, get all your conspiracy shirts. Death Camp. Put Death Camp in the checkout there. Okay, and you'll get 10% off your order. Okay. Yes. The voicemail. We need voicemails, you guys. If you have questions, you want to talk about anything, 773-492-2440. We also have a Patreon. There's prank calls on there. Go check out the Patreon. It's $1 for the Patreon. Okay, just go check out the Patreon. It'll be linked and everything. I'm trying to think if there's another plug here. I swear there's another plug that we have.
Oh, is it that? What's that? Scrolly.
Oh yeah, we got our other big account, Scoops. Okay,
Scoops.
you got to go to Scoops with a Z. Okay, Scoops with a Z. All right, we're 28,000 followers on Scoops. You guys share the news, okay? We're going to be doing Scoops exclusive episodes, by the way. Okay, so you're going to have to get the app if you want to see some things that you're not going to see here. Full 10-minute episodes, okay?
Fucking brutal shit. They let some stuff fly on Scoops. They do not let fly
so we're going to get away with all kinds of stuff. So thank you for coming back and tuning in. We'll see you next time. I love you guys. Like the video and share.